Good morning. Today we're looking at Matthew chapter 14, verse 25, right through to Matthew 15, verse 9. But I want to focus on Matthew 14, verses 25 to the end of the chapter. We take up the story from yesterday with Jesus praying in the mountains even, and the disciples are on the Lake of Galilee, the Sea of Galilee, and there's a storm raging. Verse 25 says that shortly before dawn, Jesus went to them walking on the water. A storm is raging, the disciples' lives are in danger, and Jesus is about to intervene. But what grabs my attention here is that verse, just before dawn, the fourth watch of the night. And the dawn always speaks to me as a Christian as a sense of fresh hope, life, and resurrection. Malachi 4:2 says this, "But for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings." As Christians, a new dawn, a new day should always bring the expectancy of God rising to intervene in our lives and the lives of those around us. The disciples in this passage didn't quite see it like that. They didn't quite see Jesus. It was still dark. But even when we can't see Jesus, he can see us. He is the El Roi, the God who sees me. And Jesus' words usher in the dawn and light to darkness. Take courage, he says. It is I. Don't be afraid. Suddenly Peter is emboldened with faith in his eyes. His eyes see Jesus and his ears hear him above the roar of the storm. Peter wants to get closer to Jesus. He wants that intimacy which we all need. And Jesus tells him to come. That invitation to come is an invitation to us all to take a step of faith, to trust God even when we can't see what's ahead of us. Because no matter what the storms we face, he's there too. Peter is bold and he shows faith, but he forgets who his faith is in. He forgets God. He forgets Jesus is there, and he starts to sink. We've all got a bit of Peter in us. Jesus then tells Peter off. He rebukes him. "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Little faith is too much affected by its surroundings. Little faith is too quick to exaggerate the peril or danger. Little faith is far too eager for signs and wonders. But on the flip side, little faith is true faith. Little faith will obey the words of Jesus. But we are called to grow in our faith. Our faith is not in faith itself. Our faith is in God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the great I am. In our covenant relationship with Jesus, as we get to know Jesus more, our faith should grow more. We can all have great faith if we work on having a greater, more intimate relationship with Jesus. Jesus was saying to Peter, "Why did you doubt? Don't you know me? Don't you know who I am? Don't you know what I can do?" When Peter finally died, like most of the disciples, they all had great faith. And we can all have great faith if we work on having a greater relationship with Jesus. Have a nice day.